Hello everyone, this is Shiraz Ahmed Khan, your host. Viewers, today is the most detailed video about the Zoom app because today we are going to learn two things as a trainer or as a teacher, that how to schedule a meeting, how to share it with our audience or the students or the trainees, and finally how to conduct and record that meeting. So for that purpose, first of all launch the Zoom app. Now, currently, no meetings at all there. So first of all, we'll have to schedule a meeting before sharing it with our trainees or with our students. So click the schedule icon from this screen. Here you can choose a topic for the meeting. For example, let's replace the previously typed topic with this. Welcome to Zoom app. Type here the date for the meeting. You can, by clicking onto this drop down arrow, it will show us the calendar. For that you can choose the date from this calendar, and once the date is chosen you can choose the time for that meeting, and once the date and time are chosen you can set the duration. Viewers, by the way, let me tell you that because we have been using the a free version of the Zoom app, so our meeting cannot be of more than 40 minutes. So for that purpose, even whatever you do, it will be confined to 40 minutes automatically, and it will show you this message as well. Your Zoom basic plan has a 40-minute time limit on meetings with 3 or more participants. So upgrade now to enjoy unlimited group meetings. Do not show this message again. Check mark it because we will be continuously using this Zoom app for the as a free version. You can choose a time zone as well from this list because we are located in Pakistan, so I'm choosing this. It's by default it's selected. And now let's see the other settings for that. Meeting ID generate automatically. This is the default. Do not change it. Require meeting password. You can change this password as well. Video off for the participants. It is set to off in my case, and for the person who is like me, I'm going to conduct this meeting. I'm scheduling it, so I'm going to conduct it. So you can turn off or on the video for yourself and for your participants as well. We have two options in each case, for the participants or for the host as well. Calendar, we are following the Google Calendar for that. Let's explore a few more options. Click the advanced options. In the advanced options, we have enable waiting room. Uncheck it. We have enable join before host. And if you check mark it, it means that before you start the meeting, your trainees or your students can join the meeting. So do not check mark it. Mute participants upon entry. Yes, this is good option if you, because viewers, let me share the issues with the Zoom app as well, that while holding the meetings with the Zoom app you can hear, or it can interrupt, it can disturb rest of the participants. If any of a single participant from all of the participants, if he or she is having some noise in the unnecessary, the unwanted noises in the background, so this is good option to mute participants upon entry. Just after joining the meeting, they will be muted, and you can unmute them at any stage. And automatically record meeting on the local computer. Yes, this is a good option if you want to record the meetings for the future reference. So check mark it. By the way, we can make changes in these settings even during the meeting. So finally, when everything is done, finally click the schedule button. After this process, the meeting will be scheduled, and it will show us this in the browser. You need not to confirm it through the browser, so just close the browser, and finally we have scheduled a meeting. And look at this, it's giving us some information about it, that the meeting title is Welcome to Zoom app. You can start it meeting even before the time, and it's giving us some information about it, that it will be started at 3 and it will be over at 3:45. It will be started in the next 9 minutes, and this is the meeting ID. Now we have successfully scheduled the meeting so far. the next step is to share this meeting or its details with our audience. You can share these details through the messages, through the WhatsApp message, through your messenger, through your Outlook, through your email, whatever you want. You just need to click this button and copy invitation, or you can make modifications in the meeting as well. You can delete this scheduled meeting completely. So we have three options with us. The same options can be shown with the help of by clicking this meetings icon on the top of this window. Click this. So here we have all scheduled meetings with us. Once again, you can copy invitation, you can click edit button, you can delete this meeting, or you can start it meeting right now before the actual time it starts. So let's copy the invitation. If you click it, the invitation will be copied. Now you can paste it anywhere. For example, let me show you that we can paste it in the, how can we paste it in the WordPad? The same way you can paste this meeting in the, look, the everything is pasted. You are sharing the meeting details. What your participants will have to do, they will have to just to click this, they will have to click this link, and then they will type the meeting ID and the meeting password as well, and this way they will be able to join your meeting as a trainee, as a student, or as a participant for that. So the meeting, we have learned so far how to schedule a meeting and how to copy the invitation and how to share the invitation with rest of our participants. So let's see rest of the things with it. Again, go to the home tab and let's start this meeting, and let's see rest of the another meeting and start this now. So now it's connecting, and now the meeting has started. Automatically meeting is being recorded. Now you can share screen, you can join, already we have joined with the audio. You can let's discuss these options one by one. From the left side we have mute button. If you want to mute your voice, if you feel that it's something is going bad with it, so you can unmute or mute it anytime. You can share your video by straight away clicking onto this icon. It will start sharing your video. Currently, there are only one participant in this video, that is the host, and you can chat with the people and you can share your screen. Let's click onto it. Share screen is clicked. We have this screen with us. With this screen, you can share your screen with the audience. And onto this window, we have two more important options with us. You can share computer sound. You can optimize screen sharing for video clip. You can share your screen, or you can use the whiteboard as well. Sharing screen is good option if you have the stuff that you want to share with your audience. It's already prepared in the form of a word processed document, or in the form of an Excel sheet, or in the form of an image or a picture, or moreover, the most importantly, if it's in the form of a PowerPoint slideshow. In that case, screen is the best option. If you want to use the whiteboard for that, so like solving the mathematical equations or solving the mathematical or scientific formulae, you can use the whiteboard option as well. Let's explore rest of the options for the meeting. Click the advanced tab. From the advanced tab, you can share some portion of your screen. You can share music or computer sound only, content from the second camera as well. You can share files from the Google Drive as well. So once everything is done, the most important tab is the basic. When everything is done, finally click the share button. So now, whatever you are doing, it will be shared with the participants as well, and the meeting is being recorded as well. Now, let's explore a few more options. You can pause your screen sharing as well. One more thing, viewers, interestingly, at a time during a Zoom's meeting for the free app, only one person can share his or her screen with the rest of the people, rest of the participants of the, usually the hosts, they want to share their screens, but if they are doing something and the participants they are doing something in the parallel, they can show their work or they can share their work with rest of the people by using this option. So you, for that purpose, you'll have to pause sharing first, and then you will allow that particular participant to share his or her screen with rest of the people. So uh, moving next to the next option, we have annotate with us. Click this option. In annotation, you can use this marker to annotate anything or to highlight or to pinpoint anything with your while discussing it with the audience. Click the more option. You can chat with the people individually, participants individually. You can pause recording. You can stop recording. Meetings, it has been observed that the participants intentionally or unintentionally they start disturbing you by writing something onto the screen. So before you hold the meeting or just after starting the meeting, just enable this option, that disable participants annotation. Just click it. The participants annotation will be disabled. Now you can allow them anytime to start annotating the your screen. Show names of annotators, hide floating media controls, and finally, when the meeting is over, you can click the end button to end the meeting anytime. Now let's come back to this option, participants. If you click this participants option, it will open a separate window, and this window is very much useful while holding the meetings. Through this meeting, you can mute any participant currently because there is nobody in this meeting. So only the host is there. But let's see that what can we do? What are the possible things? What are the possible actions that can be performed on the participants? You can mute all participants at once by using this button. You can click this to ask all to unmute. You can mute participants upon entry, play sound when someone joins or leaves, enable waiting room, lock meeting. Similarly, you can click this mute button to mute the participants individually. Similarly, individually, you can click on this more option to perform some actions to unmute them or to pause their videos as well. You can maximize the screen as well. So viewers, these were the different options that we should discuss while uh, holding the that we should focus on while holding the Zoom meetings with our participants. So now viewers, there is another option with us, that is security. If you click this, you can lock meeting. Once again, you can share screen, you can unmute. Last, but it's not the least, definitely, that there is a on the start screen we have the settings option, the general settings for the Zoom app. So click this settings icon. It will show you this screen. It's a detailed screen. Different options are categorized. Let's start from the general. Let's see them quickly. Start Zoom when I start Windows. No need to check mark it when closed. Minimize to the notification area instead of the taskbar. Use dual monitors. Enter full screen automatically when starting or joining a meeting. Yes, this is something that is important. Automatically copy invite link once the meeting starts. Show my connected time. Remind me 5 minutes before upcoming meetings. Stop my video and audio when display is off or screensaver begins. These you can click the audio as well. Different settings for the audio, different settings for the share screen. I suggest you to go through these options yourself and try to understand these. They are very simple, and you can understand them yourself. Basically, different options are categorized into different areas, and it these options vary. They vary from person to person, from trainer to trainer. If they want to use them, you can mark them, or you can uncheck these options. It's up to you. So I suggest you to go through and check these options yourself and use them while holding the Zoom app meetings. Viewers, in the end, I request all of you to subscribe my YouTube channel, and do not forget to leave the comments in case of any queries, and do not forget to like the video as well. Thank you very much for watching the video. Hope to see you again.